Okay, so I brought up graduate school visits again, and I've kind of gone a little bit in the way of being like, oh, I'll do alternatives to graduate school, and I'm kind of going back towards the graduate school thing. So I've attempted graduate school in the past. I was a PhD. I reached at the peak my PhD candidacy. I was a PhD candidate in geophysics at the #1 in the world institution for geophysics at the graduate school level. And then I quit with no degree. And I have 3 peer-reviewed journal articles to my name, including high energy density physics first author article with only 2 authors on it. And so there's a bit of let's talk about so I've talked about like envisioning a year of graduate school, like visits and trips. So like travel trips, graduate school trips. Like how would I space that? So it's like, all right, here we go. I'm Tanis, she, her, hers of Seattle. Today is Wednesday, 12 November 2025, and this is a repeating graduate school visits structure: movie and food, visit, cheesecake slice. Yeah, I was like thinking I do a bunch of self-experimentation in cardiology. Some of you have been keeping up with my low blood pressure journey, which I started. Like I would go to the doctor's office and get my reading and share it, and I started doing that back in January 2022 here on YouTube. And if we go back to my public fainting spell in 2009, this has been it's now 2025, so it's been if we include that, it's been over 15.00 years of commitment to my cardiology, myself, my heart self. So I was like, this is one that makes it so I cannot, I stay true to who I am, Tanis, she, her, hers of Seattle, but it also it reminds me of where home is, which is like the movies is something I've been doing solo for over 12.00 years, as well as, you know, the self-experimentation as something that I've been doing for a chunk of time, even if not over 12.00 years. The commitment to my blood pressure and my blood glucose and stuff, that goes back over 15.00 years. And in my current position as a stay-at-home daughter for over 6.00 years has been very, there's actual work product, if none other than measurements at the doctor's office. So here we go. This is one where it's about, so essentially not losing sight of my cardiology, self-experimentation, and keeping my heart healthy. And so thinking of on a graduate school visit, there might be eating, and especially if I were to go international on the visits, there might be food I'm not used to and stuff. And so this is kind of like and I might eat more than normal. So I'm thinking do a controlled, like return it to a controlled state. Start off with a controlled state, leave, come back and return it to a controlled state. So essentially go see a movie, you know, if I'm going on a graduate school visit and it's in physics, maybe I go and see, you know, Tron Ares, which I've already done. I have like a pizza or something, and then, you know, go on the trip and then come back and go to the Cheesecake Factory and have a slice of cheesecake. And like, be it, you know, year-round or seasonal. I've done both already. And then maybe let's say it's a cardiology or a physics and cardiology, but cardiology is kind of like the center of the offer. Visit, and maybe I go see Springsteen deliver me from nowhere and order a pizza, or go to a cinema, or go on the trip, come back, go get a slice of cheesecake, like the Cinnabon cinnamon swirl cheesecake, which I've already done, you know, like that kind of thing, or something. But wait, that was Dippin' Dots. So then should I go with the white chocolate raspberry truffle, especially if I'm Tanis White? Okay. Point being is to take it and return it to things I know after something I don't know, essentially. I'm learning, right? Is return it, and the movies change at the theater, and what I can order can change, but like kind of thinking of it as pairing it to like what might happen, anticipation, and kind of bringing it back under my own control. which is, it's in my control on the visit as well. The perk of my self-experimentation is I've worked out those kinks of other people introducing food and stuff like that. Scary enough for my heart. Or how to neutralize it, and so having a before and after neutralization of anything, and if not, it's still doing it. And it's also a great one for confusion reduction of like, how do I approach each trip? Treat it as equal, do the same repeating structure. So it's great for that component of my blood pressure, as well as confusion reduction. So that's on a repeating graduate school visit structure, movie and food visit, cheesecake size.